DeMar DeRozan broke Wilt Chamberlain's record of most consecutive games with 35 plus points on 50% field goal shooting or better. 7 straight games of insane efficiency. This guy has been ridiculous all season, and I mean, breaking a record like that is amazing in itself. I mean, in just the month of February, 31, 45, 38, 36, 35, 38, 40, 38 points on 50% or more shooting, like come on now. And then he is dishing around 6 or 7 assists, all while guys like Levine, Caruso, and Lonzo Ball are out, leading the Bulls right now to a 5-game win streak. The discourse around DeMar in the summer was kind of confusing. Saw stuff like the worst free agency signing, like are you kidding me? And now he is a legit MVP candidate at 32 years old. A pure mid-range scorer in the modern day, can get to anywhere on the court, good at getting downhill and getting up shots at the rim or creating scoring opportunities for others. His game has grown to where he is a good playmaker in the half court who can make the right and simple play. And you never hear anything bad said about DeMar as a teammate or off the court. Kevin Durant on Twitter, after he broke the record, praised the man for his game. And for the Bulls, getting a guy like DeMar, who's been around the league for a long time, ups and downs in the playoffs, you need a guy of his kind of experience in the playoffs with this young team approaching it. Given he was on the Spurs, young developing team, not really much people are going to watch the Spurs, but he was a good amount of their offense. And now seeing DeRozan show out in a bigger market, beauty. Pure beauty. It's hard not to fall in love with his game. He's averaging 28.1 points, 5.1 assists, 5.2 rebounds on 51% field goal shooting, 34% from 3, and 86% from the free throw line. He has a true shooting percentage of 60%. 71% of his shots are from mid-range. 71. And he is shooting them at 51% this season, ranking in the 88th percentile per cleaning the glass. Let's dive into the film of his 38 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists game against the Sacramento Kings, where he broke the record. The Kings this game looked to pressure DeMar with double teams off the pick and roll, but for the most part, the Kings did live with one-on-one coverage against DeMar. With these double teams played at times, it did force DeMar to make plays for his teammates. Here the Kings ice, then hedge the ball screen here. Once Sabonis looks to recover to Vucevic at the key, it opens up an angle for DeMar to attack. Barnes does a good job staying with DeMar. The low man here loses track of Green, who is able to freely cut baseline. Good find by DeMar, and Green dunks this home. The Bulls like to run this play for DeMar, where it starts out in a horn set. Pass to the left elbow, then a pin down for DeMar. DeMar is able to reject the screen here. Richaun Holmes thinks he is taking the screen, which opens up the drive to the paint. DeMar draws 3 defenders to him, including the low man, and finds the corner early for this 3. Off this DeMar Vucevic ball screen, the Kings trap DeMar. He immediately finds Vucevic on the short roll, and this leads to multiple passes and a 3-ball. On the ball screen switch, DeMar looks to ISO. As DeMar sizes his defender, the Kings look to crowd him, having Sabonis stunt at the elbow and Fox commit to a double team. As DeMar spins, he sees the double coming, he sees that Io is cutting, throws this tough pass that almost gets picked off, and Io is able to convert. On this play, DeRozan casually walks up the floor. This does seem like it's going to be a handoff here between Io and DeMar. This catches the attention of DeMar's defender, who turns his head looking towards the ball. So DeMar takes his opportunity to cut back door. Nice bounce pass from Io. This forces De'Aaron Fox to pick up off of White in the corner. Again, simple plays he makes. Hits Kobe, and the Bulls get a much needed 3 out of this play. Now let's get into the scoring of DeMar this game. Just straight mid-range shots. Only made 1 3 this entire game of his 38 points. DeMar gets his first bucket of the game off a fake stagger play that switches Fox onto DeMar. Quick spin right here, Fox doesn't bite, gives him a couple of pump fakes. Once Fox raises his arm to contest, little step through creates some separation, and he rises into a jumper. A similar play here in the third quarter. DeMar gets Barnes in the post, spins off of him, creates separation, and just goes into his shot. Just pure, tough to stop shot making from him. Here he gets Harrison Barnes, little crossover attacking Barnes' top foot, get into his shot. Barnes gets a late contest, and this is money. DeMar rejects the screen here. He gets to his spot at the elbow. DiVincenzo recovers to him, but he stays patient with the ball. Hand down, man down. Doesn't really need much space to get these shots off, and he sinks this. DeMar has strength to where he can isolate you, back you down, gets to where he wants to on the court, and get a shot for himself like he does here, getting a little floater to go in the lane. And we see here he rejects the screen, gets middle, and he pulls out this Dirk leg. The Bulls ran 21 Nash here for DeMar. Kobe White gets it to DeMar coming from the corner, and this flows into a double ball screen. Fox ends up switching onto DeMar. Fox looks to reach in, and look at this smooth spin to avoid the reach, and finishes inside with some craft. Off the pick and roll here, the Kings allow DeMar to go one-on-one. He drives middle, goes into a half spin, comes back around, gets into a shot. Sabonis almost gets a hand on the ball. Like, look at this defense here, and he makes it. And this is like a layup for him. These near the free throw line post or pull-up shots, it's just nothing but money. He just gets to his spots easily. No hand up or contest here, pull up mid-range, and it's too easy for him. On this play, he comes up the floor, gets low, hits Barnes with a crossover, gets him on his hip, and finishes over the help defense from Fox. DeRozan goes one-on-one with Metu. He walks him down. DeRozan attacks Metu's top foot with a between the legs cross, which stuns Metu, creates space on this, and it's good. DeMar gets fouled here, but with a tight game, the Kings need to play DeMar close and tight. So on the switch, the defense gets up into him. DeMar goes into a half spin and gets a foul on the play as he rises into his jump shot. And he has thrived in clutch situations this season. His first 3 of the game came midway in the fourth quarter off of a broken play. The defense gives him enough space with the shot clock running low, and DeMar is able to pull up, knock down this 3 to put his team up by 5. Close game here. He operates as a closer. He tells his team to clear, wanting to go one-on-one against Barnes. He drives inside, likes to use that half spin to throw his defender off, and gets into that turnaround jump shot and gets an and one on the play to get his 38th point on the night. Just pure mid-range scoring. DeMar DeRozan has been phenomenal this season, just playing his game alongside a great supporting cast of players. Games like this remind you that mid-range scoring is still a valuable skill to have in this game, and all the great scorers of the game have dominated in that area. That'll wrap it up for this video. What do you think of DeMar DeRozan's play this season? Is he an MVP? Also, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more NBA content like this. And with all that being said, I will see you all in the next video.